Set, that's connected by a cord.
Like with the speaker and the
just
microphone.
Cracked that thing in half, threw it across the room, and walked out back.
Wow. Hey, I'm Joshua.
I'm on the wrong side. I'm Phil.
And I'm Bearded Travis.
We're here with another Dudes in Space Vidcast, or DNS Vidcast for short.
Yeah, that's the code name
or
that's going on the streets
DNS
right now.
VC for super short.
It's the same syllables.
Yeah.
That's not really short, is it?
DNS VC.
I guess if you wanted to put it on like a sticker.
DNS VC? So people could say, what is that?
Vidcast is one word.
DNS VC.
DNS VC?
That just sounds like one of those.
Now that you've turned this video off.
CSI New York.
All right, we're back with another DNS Vidcast where we take a random topic and we discuss it
In full detail.
Full detail. The fullest detail that 10 minutes will allow.
And random talk number 1 is...
Wow. Times you've overreacted.
Well, that's a lot for you.
I have issues.
I used to have rage issues.
But it's always just, I hurt myself.
Yeah, someone does a small thing and you blow
No, usually
up.
it's inanimate objects that I take my wrath out on. So, all right, who wants to go first?
I've reacted. Not it.
Not it.
I'll go.
All right.
All right.
There are multiple times that I have been at work, not in my newest job, but in previous jobs.
Right.
Where something small, such as somebody saying, can you please help this guy? I really need your help. And I would go, ah! And just start breaking pins, or somebody on the phone just makes me
You broke
angry.
somebody on the phone?
I broke a phone.
You broke someone's
broke a
pins?
phone?
I have broke a phone before.
How did you break it?
Like
You broke it in half.
You see the thing, the handset?
Like an old school
just a
style
handset,
phone. Yeah.
that's connected by a cord.
Like with the speaker and the
just
microphone.
cracked that thing in half, threw it across the room, and walked out back.
Wow.
Did you say anything?
To the person on the phone?
No, just in general before you walked out.
No, I usually don't. And
No,
then I come back and they go,
No exclamation
"You all
of
right
rage?
And I'm like, yeah, I'm alright now.
Wait, can I tell a story about some time when someone else overreacted?
Okay.
Just as an aside.
Yeah,
it's a
go
good
for it.
story. All right, my buddy's working at Subway. He's a sandwich artist.
Okay.
He's a pretty good sandwich artist. He had
Okay.
long flowing hair. That's how you knew he was an artist.
Didn't make any money?
No. Artist.
Artist.
All right, so he was helping somebody one time, a customer, and they gave him some lip. So how did he
shouldn't
show
have
that
given
he
all
was
that lip.
angry?
How?
He threw their sandwich at him.
Was it made and
Yes,
wrapped?
it was. No, it wasn't wrapped. It was like nearly made. He was about to roll it up. He took the entire sandwich and threw it across the counter at the customer. He was fired.
Well, as one might
I guess.
expect.
Maybe they deserved it.
For all the times that I did, that I broke stuff
You
and
never got
walked
in
out, I
trouble?
never got fired.
Wow.
I got suspended once for something that I didn't even do. Out of all the things that I could get in trouble
But
for.
you raged and no one said
And nobody
anything.
cared. I even had to leave one day and go to the doctor about my rage issues. And didn't get in trouble for it.
All right, I'll go. One for me.
All right.
I think I'm going to first talk about I don't remember what set me off on this one in particular.
Was it me?
It's always hard to remember what sets you off.
Yeah, but you remember what happened afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's like a blind rage.
Yeah.
So it erases everything before the moment.
It's just all you remember is that
The aftermath.
adrenaline.
Yeah. So I was sitting at my parents' table. This is when I lived at home. And I feel like it was my brother that made me mad. Probably. Chances are. So I got up. And I didn't mean to do this, but I went like this on the door, on the closet door. I went, ah! And I broke through it. I broke through the door, and that was a mistake. I was just like, that was a mistake. So I did the reasonable thing. I paid the $50 my dad asked me for to get that door replaced. If you travel to my parents' house you will see that the door is still hung up. He pocketed my $50 and never replaced it. Thanks, Dad.
That's awesome.
Yeah, never got it fixed.
Man, I like to think that I keep a pretty level head.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm upset, I just get a little sassy, a little B, if you will. You know what I'm saying? But I'll usually let I'll let it go by the time I'm laughing. But I remember as a kid, I lived with my cousins. And
let me guess. Was it New Mexico?
No, it was in Texas.
Texas. New Texaco.
New Texaco. And one of my cousins was
story on it.
You know, we fought a lot. You know, a lot, and I don't want to go into detail because they might watch this video. So I will just reminisce over the time that person got me so angry that the only rational thing that I could have thought to do
was pour boiling hot water on them.
Was wait till they were walking close to my door.
And slam the door on them?
No, my door, which was at the top of the staircase.
Oh.
And
hit them with the door and knock them down the stairs.
We were fighting, and as they were going, I ran out and pushed them down the stairs.
Like full on like movie, like balled up rolling down the stairs?
These stairs, it wasn't like a straight down staircase. It was like it went through the side. It was a big old crazy house. It went down and then down and then down. So it made like a U.
Did they keep rolling all the way down?
And then I was a kid, so I didn't like want to cuss or anything. So I probably yelled something like, "You're the stupidest." And then I had a folding chair.
You threw it down at him?
Oh my gosh.
Down the stairs.
I think you may have overreacted.
Whatever it was, you overreacted.
I probably didn't need to do all that. Maybe just the chair throw.
Wow.
But that was the time that I can say that I overreacted for sure.
All right, I got another one. So
let's hear it.
The sandwich artist friend has a little sister, and we were all playing Commodore 64.
That's really neato.
I think it was that game where you're the explorer, but the natives are trying to kill you, and they're throwing arrows, and you got to jump over it and go through the gauntlet.
Yeah.
So that was a good game, and we were playing it, and I don't know what I said or what I did, but apparently I set my friend off into defensive brother mode. So we went out into the kitchen. We were arguing. I've never been in an actual fight. Never, not once. This is probably one of the closer times. So he said something to me that made me really mad, and we were standing like 10 paces. No, maybe 6 paces from each other.
Okay.
So this was a duel.
I had a bowl of apples beside me. I grabbed
a decoratory bowl?
Real apples.
Okay.
I took an apple. First, I threw the apple, I guess as a distraction. Then I ran up. I jumped as high as I've ever jumped, and I kicked him in the chest.
You drop kicked him. You blew smoke with an apple and then running drop kicked him.
I don't know how I jumped that high.
That actually reminds me of a really good friend of mine. His name is John, and he's actually been on Dudes in Space before. You'll know him as that guy that can eat the hottest stuff in the world.
Mm-hmm. So not Phil.
Not Phil. No, the opposite of Phil is John. But he and I go way back into high school, and John, super quiet, super calm, but like if you give him one of these, he's gonna give you one of these. You know, like if you go for a high five, he's gonna hit you real hard.
I know. I saw him last night, and he did that to me. I was like, oh.
Well, get this. We're sitting at lunch in high school, and this is a two-parter. I'll let you know.
Oh.
The two that stand out the most. And we had fruit. We had an apple. The apple's what reminded me of the story. And I said, haha, John, think fast. Chip the apple at him, right?
Yep.
Chest shot. He catches it in his chest. Haha, no problem. Puts it down. A minute or two later, he takes the apple, doesn't say, hey, Travis, think fast, doesn't say, heads up. He just takes it and chips it at my head from 3 feet away. What the crap? That was John. So we're at his house,
Okay.
and I'm helping him with some chores. We're clearing some sticks and some brush and some logs out of their backyard.
Man, I have a good stick story.
So John and I should have known at this point, but I find a little like a stick, just a standard stick. I say, John, throw him, hits him in the back. 10 minutes later, I am ambushed by a 50-pound log that has been thrown at me. Lays me out. John said, think fast.
After he threw it at you? That's funny.
That's my friend John.
Do you have any more?
I got one.
I'll give you another one. You
All
probably
right.
went once here.
Yeah, so that's, so whenever people complain that I slapped him in the face with Carolina Reaper sauce,
You're getting them back.
I don't care.
Okay.
When I was in 4th grade, I got a paddling. You know why I got paddling?
I don't know.
This
Is
one
it because
kid,
you crumbled paper up? Oh, I got one of those.
this kid was jump roping where I wanted to be jump roping. And so I pushed him out of the way and started jump roping, and then he pushed me, and I
jump
took
rope
my
on my
jump rope
spine.
and twirled it around, and then
no.
whack across his arms,
Yeah.
and bled across his arms.
Wow.
Nice.
That was an overreaction.
I think so. Over jump rope.
Over a
You know
jump
what
rope
happened
spot.
the last time the jump rope to my spot?
3 lashes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know if your family's gonna make it. That's what I worry about.
Let's go to topic 2.
All right.
Airplane travel?
Yeah.
What's the deal with flying
Let's
on
start
an
out
airplane?
and quickly kind of count up how many times you've been on an airplane.
Twice. Well,
How many
on an
airplanes?
airplane,
How many
on an airplane.
airplane trips have you taken?
6.
Wow, you're quick.
Technically 7.
Okay. Here's the deal. When I was a kid, like less than 10 years old, probably like 20. All right, lots of air travel. Then I did not get on an airplane until like 2 years ago, and since then maybe like 5 or 6.
Mine is definitely 7 because of our layover.
At least 14.
In your life.
Yeah.
Okay. So I really don't want to count the ones as a kid. I mean, I remember it, but I was just a kid. I flew alone a lot, so there was always
Plus,
like a
that-
flight attendant holding my
That
hand.
was a different time for airline travel also.
that's true.
You could... Never mind.
I remember the funniest thing is,
It's not even going to go there.
it wasn't that I was avoiding air travel. It's just, like I just never had anywhere worthy of flying to.
Yeah.
I would always drive places. And so the last memory of airplanes that I have was like awesome. As a kid, I went through, they bumped me up to first class. I just sat there and played around for a little while, and it was done. I never really had to experience any of the awful, awful things about flying an airplane. So, like, that was my memory of an airplane. So when I, a couple years ago, got on a plane for the first time in forever, it was not only, like, the worst experience getting through TSA, getting through the checkpoints, getting to the gate, having the pressure of getting all your crap, paying a huge amount of money. But then, like, I got on the plane. I am a 6'4", 285-pound guy. I'm a big dude. I'm about as big as a door any way you slice it. Airplanes are not made for Travis.
That's true. You are as big as a door.
A whole door.
Can confirm.
Is that
Anyway, you
is
slice
that a
it.
door? Is that old Travis over there? I can't tell.
Oh, 2x4 Travis.
So like now on an airplane, it's like no matter what, it's just like
To be fair, if you weighed like 60 pounds less, I can attest it's exactly the same.
really.
Yeah.
Man, I can
It's,
attest
so it's the height.
that I
The height's
weigh
the big
less
Height
than
is-
you
makes a
guys, and I'm shorter, and it
It's the
still kinda
leg.
sucks.
It's the leg room. Well, if you're sitting next to someone you know, I can
Heads up.
deal with the.
We're in coach.
Oh, of course. If you're next to somebody you know, I can deal with the arms touching.
Yeah.
If you're next to someone you don't know, though, that shrinks by about 6 inches.
Yeah,
the
gotta-
side to side.
gotta
You have to
come in.
stay in, and you have the leg room, and you can't move.
That's why you say,
And
"Hi,
the-
ma'am. My name is Phillip, and I'm gonna rest my arm on your shoulder today." Are you all right with that?
No.
Is that going to be a
It'll be
problem?
alright.
Because I just need to know how much I need to drug you.
Jeez.
The problem I have also
I have 2
is that
roofies and one's got
the
One's for me.
the top of the seat where the padding is never
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
goes up to my head.
I could
It stops
deal.
at my neck. So for me to sleep, it's like,
I could deal with the seat not going back, but just kind of like the whole headrest just going a little bit back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they had reclining headrests, I could sleep on a plane. It's that your head is like this, and like it's always falling to the
Oh
side.
man, what if they had like a little resting?
Well,
What
they
I'm
make
saying,
those things.
hey, I've been on one plane, I think it was a Delta flight, where the headrest portion, like in a car, came up. Like it came up to become taller.
Yeah.
And it was small enough to where it just really fit your head.
See, I don't need it taller though. Really,
I do.
I don't lean my
Okay.
head back.
Like for me to sleep. Like I
Yeah,
do.
but I can't sleep like this. Who can sleep like this?
Vampires.
Are you a cow?
Yes.
Some have said.
Once or twice I've been called that.
I'll have to check the comments section.
What's the furthest? Well, you've been called way worse than that in the comments. So have I. So is Phil. Hey, give us your worst insults in the comments
Definitely.
below.
Hamsters.
Phil has been known to jerk off a hamster under this table.
You're not doing it right now.
Nope.
All right, what is the furthest you've ever flown?
Oh, that'd be our direct flight to LA.
Okay,
Yes.
you too.
Memphis to LA. That would be the answer to that. No, I'm sorry. We went from Memphis to Atlanta and then Atlanta to LA. So
Yeah, Atlanta
that
to LA
flight.
is further. What was that, like 3.5, 4 hours?
yeah, it was like 4 hours.
I went to Costa Rica. That was like an 8-hour flight.
Dang.
I did Chicago
Really?
to Phoenix. I wonder if
6
that's...
hour maybe. 6 to 8, somewhere in there.
Really?
Yeah, that's a long way.
Man, it's weird. Why is that longer than going to LA? Maybe I just don't know how
All right,
far
all right,
things
hey,
I
are.
don't think
Yeah,
you do.
yeah.
You have to fly over the Gulf
You're
of
thinking
Mexico.
of Mexico.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ah.
It's not South America. It's just
Yeah,
north.
It's North South America.
Heads up, my geography class wasn't about
It's South
geography in
Central
college.
America. You know where Panama is, where it gets really skinny?
Oh, where it
it's
has-
the next one up.
Where they
from
have
there.
that canal.
Yeah, they do have a canal there.
Yeah,
I've
the
heard of.
Suez Canal. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
There's a lot happened back in the 30s.
Sure.
No, that's not right.
Roosevelt, right?
30
Extended.
miles
That's
down the
definitely not
Panama Canal.
It was Washington.
Yeah, it's definitely
Washington made
D.C.
the Panama Strait.
Yeah, District of
Panama.
Columbine.
Panama. All right.
It was Van Halen. Van Halen discovered Panama.
And wrote a song about it.
Makes sense. And
right.
that's why the band is named that.
What are your feelings on airplane food?
I
It's just-
bought a $4 pack of pretzels. Not pretzels, Pringles, and they were the best Pringles I ever had because I was so hungry.
I bought a
So
full
it
meal.
was totally worth it.
Really? You had one of the full
I've
meals?
bought a full meal.
They're not really full meals though. They're just sandwiches.
Yeah.
They're a
They're
And a
sandwich,
snacks.
bag of chips.
a sandwich, a bag of chips, and a dessert.
You know,
Just
I've never
cookies.
gone on. As a kid, I remember getting little bags that had like a sandwich and a chips and an apple in it.
Uh-huh.
But I guess they don't do that anymore, and now you just have to pay for the packaged meal. But I've never been on a long enough ride where
I've
they
had
have
one where they had free food before.
food included. In?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I guess it was to Costa Rica.
What was it?
I don't remember.
But I
A
like.
What?
You said
I don't know. I feel like the free food and drink is okay.
those cookies. Those
Those-
like those little shortbread
what
cookies.
kind of cookies were they?
Grammy kind of
They were a
shortbreads.
name.
Something.
It's not Belvita.
Point.
No.
I don't remember.
Biscotti.
Biscotti. Biscotte.
I think it's biscotti.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
Biscotte.
Whatever.
It's like a biscuit.
It's like biscuit, but not.
Yeah,
Ah, biscuit,
they're
but
they're
not.
graham flavor. They're just graham
Biscotte.
crackers. Graham cookies.
yeah, I mean, they were really
They're almost
good.
like spice cookies.
Oh man, they were so good. I gotta find a box of those.
And you're like, oh, can I just get up and then just like 15 more of those?
You're like,
It's sometimes if you find one that's nice enough, the what do we call them?
Stewardess.
The stewardess.
Oh wait, no, that's not right.
Flight
That's what you
attendant.
don't
Flight
call
attendant.
it.
Ah, you tricked me! No! The flight attendant will give you more than one.
Yeah. No, you can ask.
No, I know, but I had one on the last flight that heard me say and agreed to giving me an extra, but then just didn't give it
do
to
it?
me.
I like the ones that will give you
What
the
a-
entire can of soda.
Yeah, sometimes
Those
they
are
will. Can I just get
Sometimes
the
hard to
whole
find.
can?
And you're like, can I get maybe a ginger ale, but can you leave it in the can or can I get the whole can? And sometimes they'll be like, we can't do that. Sometimes they're like,
I had one like the first flight that we went on.
Orlando?
I was
No, we
like,
didn't
"Hey,
fly
can I get
Orlando.
a ginger ale?" And she gave me some ginger ale, and then she left the can too, like the cup.
beautiful
but
woman.
then gave
Lucked
me that.
out. You lucked out, man. Hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
I was like,
Should have took her
"What
home.
am I gonna do with this can of ginger ale?"
All right, let's
this
Way
cup-
too much soda for me.
let's talk about lastly the worst part of flying:
The boarding process?
security and boarding.
Oh, yeah.
Security, I know you get checked every time in the same spot, right?
Yeah, on
Your
my
leg?
Yeah. I guess like I got water on the knee or something.
I've never
never-
had any trouble.
I have had my bags checked plenty of
That
times.
is all like, it's like camera equipment.
Yeah,
it's
it's
Or
always
bombs
weird
for
stuff.
short.
Oh my gosh! Last time when we came back from LA, did I tell you guys? I had 2 screwdrivers in my backpack in the pockets. The 2 screwdrivers that I took I sent it.
Oh, yeah.
That was in my pocket.
Did they?
They didn't say anything.
Whoa.
I could have stabbed
I
someone
had
with
a
a
whole
screwdriver.
gun in my pocket.
I'm telling you though, I've heard it said by Colin Moriarty, kind of funny, that the TSA has never really stopped anything. And I really can't think of anything they've stopped.
Well, I think what they would have if anything that they would have done is deterred copycats and stuff like that because people assume they can't get through.
That could be a part of it. But like the shoe thing, that was because a guy snuck a bomb on in his shoe. They didn't stop the guy with a bomb in his shoe, but now we all have to take our shoes off because a guy got a bomb through in his shoe.
And I hear all the time of people like getting
Yeah.
you know,
Well, they do. There are like government programs to sneak stuff through airport security to see what you can get through, and you can go look that stuff up. It's kind of terrifying.
oh boy.
Well, and like their random TSA checks.
Oh, you mean if you have a beard?
a beard or if you're wearing a
turban.
Turban.
No, what is-
it's
there's
not.
a-
Hijab.
yeah.
That's the full. Well, no, that's
Yeah.
the full. That's the women's thing.
Yeah,
This is
that's
the
what I'm
headless.
talking about.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, like,
Oh, definitely.
there
The
are
burqa's
some
the-
people. Burqa. No, burqa's the full thing.
full
the
thing
whole
is the
thing. Yeah. The
I
the
don't
head
know.
thing.
We're obviously.
We probably shouldn't talk about this anymore. We're not educated in that culture,
No.
so I apologize.
I know people that wear that stuff. I'm gonna call it stuff.
Okay, that works.
And every time they get
a
checked.
t-shirt
I
is a
mean,
stuff.
I have a
Checks
friend
out.
who just has a really long beard. Every time he gets checked.
And he's a terrorist.
No, he's Blake. You know Blake.
Well, let's be honest.
I
Blake,
flew
He
with
is-
Blake.
he's
I
pretty
flew with
sketchy.
Blake.
Sorry, Blake.
No, I flew with Blake. I don't remember getting stopped.
I don't remember if he did or not. I feel like they did pull him
Maybe I
aside.
did. All I know is every time I go through the scanner and accept my radiation, after it, they're like, "Oh, could you just wait?" And then they
take one
pat down
radiation.
my left leg, and it's never a pat that they would find. If I had a shotgun in there,
wouldn't find it.
they
Shotgun.
wouldn't find it.
You're good.
Yeah, like, they're like, "Oh, hold on, sir. I just need to."
Tap your knee, pat your butts, and you know.
Good to go. I'm like, what did you even look for? Like, what?
Well, make sure you don't have a knife. Like, yeah, it's not a knife.
Oh, yeah, that's a leg for sure.
So yeah, security always sucks just because I don't know, it's an inconvenience.
Yeah.
It is
And
an
you can pay
inconvenience.
money to get through quicker. How is
Yeah.
that
You
fair?
get your pre-check.
Well-
I got free pre-check one flight
I-
for some reason. It was like a miracle.
You just walk
I've
right
never,
through.
yeah.
I've never had any trouble until we were leaving LA and we had to get on the plane really fast.
Yeah.
But I've never had a problem other than that.
I
was the
can't
problem?
believe that.
Like, it just was taking forever.
Yeah.
But like, usually
Also,
it's pretty
we
quick.
had all that camera equipment, and
It
in our
didn't
experience,
get checked.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
on
didn't
the
check it
exit,
at
they
all.
didn't check it.
But I assume
Crazy.
people flying out of LA, they're more familiar with
what
camera
cameras look like.
equipment, as
There's
opposed
some
to
weird stuff in those.
yeah, as opposed to in Memphis, they see a camera like, what kind of crazy X-ray device is this?
Or is this some kind of bomb?
Yes.
Sure.
It's-
Caught me.
Let me get my little radiation swab to make sure that it's not liquid magma.
All right, so once you go through all of that rigmarole and you get
then
in,
you get on
in
a
the
tiny
terminal,
little plane.
Then-
and then they put you in the dumbest lines ever to get
Don't
on the
make any
plane.
sense.
Why did they
Oh.
load a plane front to back? It makes no sense at all.
I don't understand the concept.
It makes no sense. Mythbusters has proven it.
Mm-hmm.
There are two ways that are faster: either just back to front or window to aisle are both faster.
Well, because, yeah, I mean, it would make sense that people stopping in front of you when you need to get back is gonna slow you down.
It's so stupid.
But I get that it's because the premium customers,
they want on
they
first.
want to to make it seem like they have.
Let them on, then go back to front.
That would make a lot more sense.
But I know as a first class customer, me sitting there watching 300 other people edge by me awkwardly, hating me, I would rather just wait till
go
the
on
end.
last. I know, right?
Yeah.
That
like,
is weird.
They should just have like snacks set up for the.
Yeah, take them into another little room, a little holding area.
I think they have that in some airports.
I think I've heard of special,
I've seen something like that.
club,
little
club
VIP
rooms.
places.
Oh no, yeah, they totally, they have the clubs and whatever. But like, I think specifically for first class passengers, you get your own little waiting area, and your boarding time is 30 minutes after everybody else's.
Yeah, but then you just go on, you sit down,
you get wined and dined. They close the little curtain. You don't even get to see.
You don't have
the
to smell the
peons
poor
in
people.
the back.
Don't have to smell the poor people as they walk by.
Except Dolores, who was really late getting to the plane.
Let's also talk about it. I would love to
her name
fly
is Dolores,
first class, and I understand that a lot of people do it on the business dime.
Yeah.
I get that, but
Hey,
it's not.
We can do that now.
It's not a small amount of money
you
difference.
get one ticket.
It's not significantly more convenient or nicer. You get one
get a little
drink.
more room.
You get a little more cushion in your seat and a little more leg room, but it's like 4 times the price. It's not like it's not the difference between $150 and $300. It's like $150 or $1,200. Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's insane to me.
All right, any other little
But maybe
things?
it's because I don't understand what being rich is like.
It's possible. It doesn't matter at some point. It's just
I'll
what's
never
money?
know.
What is money?
I don't know.
I
Anyway.
pay someone to take care of my money.
I'll pay you to take care of my money.
Okay.
It's 0.01% of my money. But
That's
just think,
not good.
The better job you do, the more you get paid.
Do I have
Am
to
I
do
a
it
Republican?
legally? All right, you guys ready to wrap this up? Anything else you want to say about airplane travel?
Yeah.
It sucks.
I like it some.
It's convenient.
If I have the time, I would always prefer to drive.
Always, but
I
it just depends on
prefer
the
flying.
trip.
I will say that.
I don't. How many times have you taken a long road trip, though?
I've taken approximately 3.
You know what? Phil
And-
gasses a car too much for me to enjoy a road trip with him.
I'm not saying a road trip where Phil drives.
Or being
Because
in a
I
car.
prefer airplane. I'd rather Phil drive an airplane than a car.
drive an airplane. I can drive an airplane.
All right.
Give it a shot.
That was our vidcast. We appreciate you coming and hanging out. If you want to get your topic on the show, you can go give us a few bucks, and we'll put your topic in the list of topics, and it could come up randomly at any time. So we'll see you in the future.
Bye.
Awkward! Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. New videos come out on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Check out some of these sweet videos. Go to patreon.com/dudesinSpace if you'd like to give us your support.